Hello, everyone. My name is Ian Campbell, and I am a Nexus Cybersecurity Program student here at Columbus State University. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about social engineering, which is an interesting and rather dangerous form of hacking. All right, let's get into it. In 2013, the Twitter account of the Associated Press was hacked by the Syrian Electronic Army. The Syrian hackers posted that the White House had been bombed and that President Obama was injured in the explosion. The tweet was taken down after 3 minutes. However, during that time, the Dow Jones dropped 150 points. That's about $136 billion before rebounding after the misinformation was clarified. The Syrian hackers were able to gain access to this account by sending a malicious email that had a link with malware on it that gave them the login credentials to individuals at the Associated Press. In cybersecurity, this is what we call a phishing attack, and it is considered to be a form of social engineering. Social engineering can be defined as the methods employed by hackers to gain the trust of an end user so that the hacker can obtain information that can be used to access data or systems. Social engineering typically involves impersonating representatives of a legitimate organization to manipulate people into supplying information such as passwords or personal details. Most people think of hackers as this anonymous, faceless entity that is trying to gain access to their computer, oftentimes from the other side of the world for whatever malicious reason. However, hackers that engage in social engineering exploit the most vulnerable part of every computer network: people. Social engineering is one of the most dangerous and overlooked forms of hacking. Threat actors manipulate individuals into a false sense of security by impersonating an authority, an associate, or a trusted entity. While phishing emails are one of the most common and effective forms of social engineering, they are only one method used by this class of hacker. Social engineers are master manipulators. They often gain access to companies and secure facilities by pretending to be an employee or a vendor. Your average worker may know not to click on a phishing email, but they might not think twice about letting someone through a security vestibule that looks and talks like a coworker, giving the engineer access to sensitive systems and valuable data. Some clever techniques used by social engineers include putting on a fake cast or even pretending to be pregnant to prompt a kind-hearted employee to open a secure door for them, giving them physical access to a facility. There are a few common sense techniques that any company or organization can use to stave off attacks by social engineers. The most important part of preventing social engineering attacks is training your employees. Often they can stop an attack in progress or prevent it altogether if they know what to look for. Phishing attacks are the most common form of social engineering, so having an anti-malware system that can filter emails and prevent these attacks from happening is critical to the success of an organization. Oftentimes, social engineers get exactly what they want because people are too afraid to confront them. But if you're in a restricted area and see someone you do not know, it is important to engage them and verify their credentials. Lastly, dual-factor authentication that requires login credentials and another form of authentication, like a biometric scan or rotating code, prevents the threat actor from exploiting a single point of failure in a system's security. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit about social engineering, or how some hackers hack people to gain access to computer systems.